Oh my god, talk about a dramatic episode tonight. It is Meet the Parents week and then some. Well, before I get into it, let me just introduce myself. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Posh Cat Eyes Unfiltered. Now you get a lot more from me. At the moment, it's just math, so just hold on tight. We'll be rounding up maths very soon, and we'll get to the real content that is my channel. So let's just get right into it. Episode 18. It's a new week for the couples in the experiment, as well as new challenges for the new couples and previous challenges we have seen done by the pre-old couples, so the newbies get on speed with the experiment and all of the tasks that are involved in this experiment. So first off, we start with Sam and Al. Like, coming from the commitment ceremony from last night, they seem happy. There were no issues that were raised on their relationship as it pertains to where they are at right now. And so they just start off, very happy. We see Selena and Cody, reeling from all the revelations and all the issues they have. They are trying to crawl their way out of their issues. It looks good, and it looks like they are willing to try. For how long this truce will last, I really don't know. I will just get to watch and see. Kate and Matt are newbies now, as well as Carolina and Dion are all trying to make their way into the apartment. So it's now moving day for this couple. Again, they came into the experiment 3 weeks after the fact, so they are literally playing catch up. Kate is freaking out. Meanwhile, Matt was having a choking event in the bathroom. Kate literally was oblivious to the fact that her partner is choking, and she was just talking about whatever wind was blowing in her head. And when she was trying to realize what was going on, the dude was literally just breathless. I don't know what cloud she's in. She's still in La La Land. Because chick is lacking in self-awareness, empathy. I think care should be taught in school, because this chick needs some crash course on how to, be aware of your surroundings and be aware of other people that are around you. It's just, I was gobsmacked, really gobsmacked. Now, let's move to, Dion was also happy to move in. According to Carolina, he's got like 20 bags of shoes or 30 something pairs of shoes for this show. So dude came prepared. His lavish lifestyle is not lost on us, the viewers. I saw that for a fact. Now to the drama of the day. Well, very quickly, as it was too quick. If you blink, you miss it. Jess and Dan were the last newbies to move into the apartment, and apparently Jess is still salty from last night, going back to their argument, and it was just exhausting. Within 3 minutes from what we gather, because I guess it probably would have been longer with them in the experiment, but it was only 3 minutes into them moving in, and Jess decided she was leaving. Now, we all know she wrote leave last night, so it didn't come as a surprise to us to see that she doesn't want to be here. She doesn't want to be with this guy. She doesn't want to make an effort. But I just felt that she was very irrational, and her decision, and all of the decision that comes out from someone that's irrational doesn't always come out good. She felt her reason for leaving, she didn't get the last word in. Like, she didn't get the last word in. She felt bamboozled. She felt cornered, she felt attacked, and so, again, not taking any responsibility at all for her behavior the week of the wedding, and all, I guess, leading up to the career commitment ceremony. She, I don't know, ever tried reasoning with a child throwing tantrums, like with a toddler throwing tantrums? This is exactly how it was with Jess tonight. She was reeling and feeling like, oh my god, they attacked me at the commitment ceremony. I'm gonna leave. I want to leave. For me, goodbye. Good riddance. I need you off my TV. I support your decision to leave, because the less of you I see, the less my brain gets duller. You know what I mean? Anyway, I felt sorry for Dan, who actually felt he was going to give it a second shot. I don't know, second shot, if it was actually genuine, because we all now can see his attractions has moved from his partner Jess to Carolina, who is paired with Dion. Anyway, she packed her bags up and left. And so we just moved on from that because I wasn't sure she was gonna really leave for good. I thought maybe she was probably gonna move into another apartment like they always do, but she was out. She was out the door, and I'm like, "C'est la vie, girl. Don't come back. I don't want to see you." But I really want to see how Dan's and Carolina affair plays out because at this point he's single and he also has to leave. Well, Dom and Jack. Now, Dominica has decided to make up in the big way for her actions the week prior. As you all know, she did dog her partner in public. And what did she do? She decided she was going to host a picnic and a picnic date for Jack, and also surprise him, which, oh my god, it so melted my heart. So they went on to the picnic date and she was like, "I have a surprise for you," and she immediately went and grabbed Jack's favorite thing in the whole world, his dog, as well as her dog. It was so precious. You could actually see the joy in Jack's expression and body language. He started crying, they both started crying. The dogs were super excited to see their parents. Oh my goodness, it was just beautiful. I loved every minute of this episode for Dom and Jack. And I guess they know how to fix whatever issues they have. They know how to come together, and I just hope it stays this way and just progresses upwards for these two, because they give me couple goals. They give me all the positive vibe, and I'm rooting for them. Now to Ella and Mitch. Again, just talk about a dramatic episode, guys. From last night, we could tell this week was gonna be, turbulent and tumultuous for them. It was obvious. Mitch was ready to, give her some space. Mitch was then cold as ice, angry, feeling betrayed, refusing to hug Ella. Mitch felt the commitment ceremony was a joke and isn't beneficial to him or to both of them, and he wasn't willing to take criticism from other couples. Basically, their ideas were nonsensical to him, and he literally called them idiots. And he just went on a crazy rant and said he wanted to leave the show. He called the show toxic, called out the producer, called out the production team, called out the camera crew. I was like, who is this person? Who is this Mitch? I don't recognize this guy. He is off his records, you know what I mean? He was just having a go at anyone and anything he could see. And then decided he was going to walk out, took his mic off and walked off. We saw Ella trying to, compose herself and not, break down in tears, but she eventually did. She felt sad. She felt she probably did something to, cause his anger, and not see that Mitch also needed to realize where he was at and control his anger or emotions. Dude walked back in after throwing a massive tantrum and proposed a 48-hour ultimatum to assess how he feels. I felt this is insane. Ella, you deserve so much better, but that's all I'm gonna say about this too. They just, I don't really know. Let's just get right into meeting the parents, because that's what we're here for. Yes. So before we get to meeting the parents, we did touch base with Dan, who has now come to the realization that his time on the show has ended, but not without reaching out to Carolina to let her know that he is leaving the show. We see her knocking on his door. Juicy, right? Yes, you will say that. He offered her wine and gave her a rundown of, what has led up to his relationship breakdown and Jess leaving or walking out. He offered her, a lot more. Carolina was sympathetic to his feeling. Dan insinuated that Carolina's marriage was also done, to which she quickly said, "I think mine still has a chance," but soon quickly started running Dion down to, she was like, comparing Dion to Dan essentially. According to her, gym was a deal breaker for her. Dion obviously hasn't been to one in his lifetime. Dan pretty much sleeps at the gym. If you see his build, you would know. And she she basically was just finding things in common with Dan that Dion does not have. The porcelain white teeth was also a commonality between her and Dan. And Dan kept saying, well, I've got porcelain white teeth, you know, I go to the gym, I literally have a bedroom there. I just can't. Like, it was just like a flirtation fest for these two. It didn't take long before Dan starts selling himself to Carolina, letting her know he will be hanging out, you know, because he was exactly going to leave the show. He was going to be hanging out for a brief moment in the city, and I'm pretty sure productions will definitely facilitate their hookup, because that's what they do. It's salacious, it makes for good TV, it makes for juicy TV, it makes for the drama. So we'll see how this plays out. We saw him bidding the show goodbye, taking up all the foods that was meant for him and Jess. Goodbye, Dan. I know I'm going to be seeing you very soon. It's inevitable. So the gloves are out, you know, meeting the parents. This is not how you want to meet the parents when you're in a show like this. So the couples were given a VIP, you know, pass to go to a screening where they get to meet the parents who have had the opportunity to watch the couples interact. And yes, you will say pass judgment. That's why we're here. Dom and Jack are first up. Dom's parents went straight to the period sex, you know, called her out for her naughtiness. And Dom folks seemed to be very taken by Jack, and they were very chilled. They did like their daughter's portrayal on the show. They supported her. Jack's mom approves of Dom, so it was just positive vibe between this family. I just hope they go the long yard, because obviously when you meet the parents and it's like a big tick of approval, it's upward and onwards then, right? Yeah. So next up, Tamara and Brent. I was really nervous for these two guys because we know their history. We get to see Tamara's dad and best friend, as well as Brent's parents. Brent's folks did not approve of Tamara's behavior, especially the swear word and all of the verbal altercation that happened between them. But I was shocked because Brent stood up for his girl, Tamara. He literally defended her. Tamara's dad, on the other hand, wasn't much of a talker. It was a bit of a hit and miss for me. All he wanted to know was if his daughter was happy, to which she replied on the affirmative that she's happy. And I guess we'll see how they progress in their relationship. They seem to have called the truth, and let's hope it stays that way. Next up was Mitch and Ella. We meet Ella's dad, stepdad, and mom, as well as Mitch's parents. And too quickly, stepdad, you know, went in and was, you know, questioning Mick's character or portrayal at the commitment ceremony. Mitch, you know, went on a defensive mode, quickly blamed the environment and the experiment as being responsible for, you know, the portrayal of, you know, of his behavior. According to him, he found the environment toxic. He didn't like it. Ella's mom and Mitch's dad were, you know, disappointed with Mitch, but the conversation turned around and they were able to help Mitch understand that communication between them two will be the key to finding each other, which Mitch took quite well, which I was surprised that Mitch took on board what his folks had to say. Again, it's a wait and see game for this two. I just hope that whatever that has been discussed today, you know, is applied and becomes productive for them in their relationship going forward. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see on tomorrow's episode the other VIP screening session with the parents from Olivia and Jackson, as well as the newlyweds. I guess we're going to see all of those next in tomorrow's episode. But then in concluding tonight's episode, we were introduced to the crash course. Now you know the challenge with the photo matchup challenge and the other tasks that are meant to just stir up a little bit of drama in this newlyweds. First up, you know, was the photo challenge for Dion and Carolina. Now they do this because I guess, you know, they came into the experiment 3 weeks late, but definitely they are all going to experience all that the other couples had experienced, and the photo ranking challenge was up first. Now in my opinion, I knew why the production did this first, because this challenge is the most controversial challenge when you're trying to rank other couples, you know, from least favorite to most preferred, that's going to definitely create a certain bit of resentment to the couple, to the partner, to your partner, who would think that you don't find him worthy or deserving. And we all know Carolina had told Dion, I don't find you attractive, and we know she's already not seen a secret affection for Dan. Anyway, first up is Carolina, and Dion decided to go first with the photo ranking. He basically picked Dominica and Sam as his top chicks, and then placed Carolina on the top of the list. Carolina felt some type of way about this. I mean, your partner placed you first, right? She began questioning his ranking as dishonest, saying, "Oh my God, you should not put me there. I think you didn't mean it. You don't mean it. Why did you put?" I'm like, "Oh my God." In my opinion, Chick is secretly not seeing an attraction with Dan, and trying to guilt trip Dion's choices to justify her action, as we are all going to see. Her insecurities sort of is getting the better of her, in my opinion. And does Dion deserve this ill treatment? Absolutely not. Her turn, she ranked Brent first, followed by Dan, who came a close second, and she placed her partner Dion third last. That was just shocking. To which again Dion was so angry and upset, disappointed, couldn't just describe how he felt. It got a bit heated between them. I really don't know how this plays out for them. We didn't get to see the cheating play out tonight. I guess that's going to play out in tomorrow's episodes. This episode basically is the build up to the cheating scandal, and I can't wait to see how this plays out tomorrow. We already know that Dion and Carolina are not on good terms following this photo ranking challenge. So tomorrow I will see you, and we're going to discuss how all of this will play out. In the meantime, stay safe, guys, and bye for now.